today is solving a number word problem using quadratic equations. Our objectives for today are to learn the 5-step solution in solving a word problem using quadratic equations and to properly solve a number word problem using quadratic equations.
Now, let us discuss the 5-step solution in solving quadratic word problems. The first step is to represent these values. We use variables such as x to represent these values as if we can replace them in the equation. The second step is to make an equation that can help us solve this word problem, preferably quadratic. The third is to solve this equation and find the final answer. The fourth step is to check, obviously, if our final answer is correct using the previous equation and substituting the value. 5. Appropriate label. Always use the appropriate label when putting down the final answer to your problem. Now, let us use these steps in an example. One number is 2 more than another number. Find both numbers if the ratios of their squares is 4 to 9. Firstly, we have to represent x in this equation. Now let x be the smaller number and let x plus 2 be the larger number, as it is said that the larger number is 2 more than the smaller number. Now, we know that the ratios of these squares are equal to 4 to 9. Now, to do that, we must represent the ratio of 4 to 9 into a fractional term and then equate that to the squares. So, if the square of one number is x squared over x plus 2, that is going to be equal to 4 over 9. Now, we multiply both sides of the equation by x plus 2 squared and 9 to remove the denominators. Now we get 9 times x squared equals 4 times x plus 2 squared. Now, once we simplify this, we get 9x squared equals 4 times x squared plus 4x plus 4. We get this trinomial using the FOIL method. Now we distribute the 4 to the trinomial and giving us 4x squared plus 16x plus 16. Now transpose the whole equation to the left side, giving us 5x squared minus 16x minus 16 equals 0, since it is a quadratic equation. After factoring this, we get the binomials of 5x plus 4 and x minus 4. Using the zero factor property, we get that x is either equal to negative 4 over 5 or 4. Now we will use 4 as it is a positive. Now we have to check first, You have to check first both of these values as they can be both correct. Now, if we substitute 4 with the x, we get 4 squared over x plus 2, 4 plus 2, squared equals 4 over 9. That will give us 16 over 36 equals 4 over 9, and that is indeed equal to 4 over 9. Now, that means it's correct. Now, if x equals negative 4 over 5, we substitute this, giving us negative 4 over 5 squared over 6 over 5 squared, meaning we added the 2, equals 4 over 9. We get 16 over 36 again, meaning that both values of this x are true. The final answer is, therefore, the pair of numbers that can either be negative 4 over 5 and 6 over 5, or 4 and 6. It is perfectly fine to have more than 2 values, as it is seen that it is possible for both of these pairs to exist together.
Now we will synthesize and summarize the lesson we just discussed. Firstly, we learned the 5-step solution in solving word problems and the correct method in using it. Secondly, we correctly solved a number word problem using quadratic equations.